Well, that secret government is the big thing to worry about, the big danger. And of course, Nixon practiced secret government. And you listen to his tapes now and you realize, I mean, the political and moral and historical lesson is he was using the presidency as an instrument of personal revenge and reward. It's not what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be connected to the high purpose of the country. And Nixon was the low purpose of his political goals. And, you know, it's sad administration. It is small. In the end, Nixon was small. And we didn't know all of that at the time. The tapes were not released, or they were coming out, and we had to capture what we knew at that point and keep the human focus on the journalism. And now you can listen to Nixon tapes for thousands of hours if you want. What Nixon did, the extent of the criminality and the brazenness of it, the disregard of the law, the idea of the President of the United States orchestrating a campaign to obstruct justice and protect himself and pay hush money to people who could testify against his aides. I mean, it was a massive criminal conspiracy. The other element which the movie captures correctly, but the dimensions were not fully understood, how Nixon in the dirty tricks operations, the campaign of espionage and sabotage, really was aimed at the heart of democracy. He and his people, Nixon, decided, well, we want to tamper with the Democratic Party's primary process, and we're going after Muskie. We'd rather run against McGovern, and so they spied on Muskie and dozens and dozens of very vicious, dirty tricks to set the campaign off stride, and it worked. They got McGovern, and the idea that an incumbent president would use series of illegal break-ins, wiretaps, fundraising techniques, dirty tricks, and so forth to keep the other party from nominating their strongest candidate so he can win, that is a arrow right at the heart of the democratic process, and people kind of look at Watergate and think they miss the power of that point. That it was almost as if Nixon and his people were in there in the ballot booth with every voter tampering with his or her vote.